Good morning, YouTubers, millers and turners and repairers. Another slight problem. I've got a Flymo Shredder. There's the Flymo Shredder. The problem I've got, the adjuster's broke. It's the aluminium cast has snapped off. The adjuster screws through there. The aluminium is covered in with a little plate over the top with a tiny hole in, so you can adjust it with an Allen key. But that's snapped off, so you've got no tension on the actual cutter. So when you're putting your twigs and rubbish in, it rubs up against this plate, and there's the tensioner socket there, the hole for it to drop into. So it pushes this up against the blade, but it's snapped off. I just couldn't realise. I didn't realise why it wasn't shredding everything. It was just squashing things, and that was no good. So I've come up with the idea of putting a nut in there, which fits really well. I'm going to put this plate. I've cut all this plastic away. It doesn't matter, you know, because it's an old machine. I'm not bothered. But it is an handy machine now. I'll cut this. I've got a plate. I've got a nice 1/4 inch piece of steel in my mill, which is over here. I'm just trimming this up. Aluminium's no good. Aluminium's no good at all because it'll snap. And my idea is to drill a hole in it there, so it covers the edge of the nut to hold it in. I'll probably put a washer inside there to take that space up. I'm going to drill into these pillars here, and they put a nut and bolt straight through, 2 on each side. This one's a bit thin. There's nothing to work on. It's absolutely, well, you can tell inside there. There's nothing to work on. I have repaired it before, but it snapped off. So what we're going to try and do now is trim that piece of steel up, put it in there like that, screw it on, and see how we get on. I'll come back to you. Okay, we've got our flat piece of metal now. Nice. It's quite a nice piece of metal. Yep. Chopped it down to size. You're going to drill a couple of holes in there. I've got the plate in place. That's the adjuster now. That will turn round. I'll put a slit. In that. I'll reduce it and put a slit in it. And you can see the bolt underneath there. That will do the adjusting. You can see it turning. That will do the adjusting. It doesn't have to come out very far, probably about 1/4 inch, if that. So that's that. Fingers crossed. I've had to butcher this a bit, but it doesn't matter. I'm not bothered. I think I've had it about 15 years, 16 years, something like that. Hopefully I have repaired the shredder. I'll put the plate in there. I'll put 6 screws in, or bolts, and I've also put the tension bolt straight through. I'll put a slit in it, in the thread, in the bolt, and a locking nut. And what it does, it holds, you can see down there, got a light in there I suppose. You can see down there, that's where the plate is pushed against the blade. Hopefully it doesn't push that back, and what happens is if you put too big a piece of garden rubbish in there, twigs, big twigs, it forces the plate back and it breaks the moulding. So that's why you shouldn't put too big a piece of material in there. What I'm going to do, I am going to try it now. And what it was doing before, it was just squashing. It wasn't shredding it, it was just squashing it. It's going to get a bit noisy, but I'll show you what happens. See if it's pushed the plate out. No, don't think it has. That's still solid. Now I'm looking at a tray to see what it's done. See if it's actually shredded it. That's brilliant. That's just how it should be. All squashed up. So when you put it in your rubbish bin, we'll take it down the tip. Yep. It's a bit of a pig to take apart. Yeah, all this plastic has to come off. That's the motor, and it's very heavy. It's very hard to manoeuvre. Getting the telescopic arms off. They're okay, but you have to jiggle them about to line them back up again. But other than that, it went okay. It's just this is a heavy machine. I'll try it once more. Well, I can conclude it works for now. Yeah, if they say don't put a certain size in, over a certain size, don't put it in, because it will break. This casting, I've had to butcher this off here, but that's tight, that's still tight. Yep, I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, when I first had it, that's what it used to do. And then just started squashing it. And it was just as big as what I put it in. Put this in. Yep, that's gone. Yeah, exactly what it should be doing. Anyway, I'm going to leave you there, YouTubers. Hope that's helpful. You can repair them. It just takes a little bit of time and effort. See you later, YouTubers. Have a great day.